After a torrid 2022, crypto markets have enjoyed something of a bounce at the start of this year. Bitcoin, in fact, just had its best January since 2013. But after dipping below the $23,000 level, the question facing investors this week is whether this is the start of a sustained downturn or a healthy correction. As we started Friday here in Hong Kong, Bitcoin was trading below $22,000. That caps a 4.5% fall since February the 2nd. But it's not clear what's going to happen next and whether the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap could be set for further drops. Colin Johnson from Freeport told Forkast the key price levels to watch are $19,000 and $25,000. But the coming week is likely to see some crab walking through the doldrums, with things moving north and south on a day-to-day basis. Macro factors, of course, remain the only game in town when it comes to price movements right now, and it's the US that is driving that.
The NFP numbers last week obviously blow out at just over 500,000 when only 185K was expected. Unemployment also at 50-year lows at 3.4%. So that's definitely been the driver. But more than that, I think it's the narrative, the peak inflation narrative, the peak rates narrative that remains strong. I would be keeping my eyes on the yields as well. So yields, when it fell across the board and the 2 years dropped about 20 basis points earlier on in the week, that's now rallied back up a little bit, about 4.5%, I think. So that's going to be where I'll be keeping my attention on the macro side of things.
Ether fell just under 2.2% between February 2 and February 9, changing hands at around $1,500. The biggest loser in crypto's top 10 currencies was Solana, though. The token slid almost 12% in the 24 hours to Friday morning, pushing up its weekly loss to over 15%. There are still positives supporting price, however. Casper van der Leuk, who's CEO at Musker Capital, said, "There is a strong correlation with the tech market, which has had a good period. Besides that, many people were expecting more skeletons to come out of the closet after the FTX Celsius 3AC shenanigans. However, there is an appetite for crypto, venture capitalists want in, and there is a lot of demand. Shorts are being covered. FOMO, fear of missing out, is also being created." While macro factors are driving trade, crypto news is still hurting sentiment. The latest blow to the market came after crypto exchange Kraken said it had agreed to shut its on-chain staking services for US users. The US Securities and Exchange Commission said that 2 Kraken subsidiaries failed to register the offer and sale of their staking programs, and that the exchange had agreed to pay $30 million to settle the charges. So could the move help in the long term, though? Well, SEC boss Gary Gensler said, "Today's action should make it clear to the marketplace that staking as a service providers must register and provide full, fair and truthful disclosure and investor protection." But there could be further risk emanating from this decision and the broader threat that's coming from regulation this year.
Coinbase has already come out to say that they will be willing to fight the SEC to keep their staking program after Kraken got fined. So that's going to be something that we want to keep our eye on, because the regulatory wave is coming. So the difference this time is how much pushback is there going to be in the wake of the FTX debacle. So that's something that we want to keep our fingers on the pulse on as well.
The big risk coming next week is again from the US economy. Consumer inflation data is due, and that could inform opinions about the Federal Reserve's tightening cycle. Crypto analyst Jonas Betts said, "I expect the next week will show a sideways market with a slight downtrend. Investors should be mindful of a possible US crypto debanking operation led by the Fed and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC, which, according to speculation, have prepared measures deemed draconian and aimed at killing crypto." All right, that's it from us for this episode. Do like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more content like it, and let us know your thoughts on what's happening with Bitcoin prices and with crypto markets in general in the comments below or wherever you're watching this video.